Hey, everybody, it's going to be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right. You coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Give him 9 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up to throw. There he goes inside the 30. Caught here by Bell. And down to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now, here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation.
Out inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So that'll do it for the first quarter as we kick off another season. 7-0 is our score. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Now, Barney.
The give is to Bell. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Their mobile, agile quarterback, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Now let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
They're going to look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll drop to throw. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins, and even 50 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. In for the score. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Back to throw here. That's complete. It's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They'll look to throw. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play. Move on. Next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll let it go on the run. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hurry up, here we go. Green
Looking to
39.
throw.
Green 39.
This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 37. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Bell. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for six. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught off the deflection. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Back to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver.
Here, being chased out left. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He'll drop to throw, buying time to his left, and avoids the contact by sliding. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it was. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.